Welcome back to Siren Flies. Today we're going to tie Bully's bluegill spider. This is one of my favorite Central Texas patterns to fish on the rivers. First we'll wrap about 7 wraps of 0.25 lead wire on the hook. This is the amount of lead I tend to prefer for Central Texas rivers in general, but don't be afraid to add more lead if you have deeper water or feel like you want a faster falling rate. Now that I've straightened the lead out, one of the keys to this fly is that it's weighted at the back end of the fly, not the front. And so I'm going to build a thread base in front of it and then jump over the lead and create a thread dam on either side of the lead to hold it in position. And then I'll just put a few wraps through the lead to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. Now I'll take a piece of medium chenille that I've already stripped the tip out of so that all I tie in is the core of my chenille. And once I've captured that, I'll go ahead and progress my thread forward to the front of the hook. And I prefer generally to hand wrap, but if you want to use the rotary function on your vise to move your chenille forward, don't be afraid to use that. Once I get my chenille up to the front, I'll just give it a couple wraps in front and behind to lock it in place. And be conscious of leaving enough space so that you can build a nice pretty thread head at the front end of this fly. Now I'll slide a pair of rubber legs underneath my thread. And while I wrap, I'll be stretching the rear legs backwards and tight to create a flat base. And then I'll grab the other set of legs and do a similar pattern of stretching them while I tie them in. Then I'll clean up my thread head and usually leave a little bit of the white end exposed. It's just not worth the trouble of trying to cover up. You usually end up with a much bigger, bulkier head than you want on the fly if you spend a lot of time doing that. And then I'll add my whip finish. Now I'll go in and trim my legs to just a little bit longer than the length of the body. And then with a quick little pluck, I can separate the rubber legs. And online you'll see a bunch of different patterns, but this is the way I like the legs splayed. It's a great fly. Hope it catches fish for you. Have a good one.